Well, if you haven't yet shopped in a chicken coop, this is definitely the one to hit. They're located at 133 Fulton Street or Fulton Road in Wooster, Ohio. Only open certain hours, so make sure you check on their Facebook group, the Cluttered Coop. And in the future, this is going to be an addition to the rest of the shop. So if you're ever wondering about these milk cans and what to do with them as opposed to just putting something on top, she's got the plastic pot is just sort of tucked right down inside there. But look at how absolutely adorable these are, filled with those sweet little plants. And if you're wondering where to get them, they start on this side of the line. You can see them through that and all the way over here. So here's a great place to get them for a wonderful price. I love the big barrel here on the side.
And I got a shutter. Shutter is whatever you want.
White tags.
Oh, the white tag's not mine.
Okay.
Look at that, I didn't make much money on it. I have a brand new reader, but my Wi-Fi is not connecting to my phone, so. Where are you at? Ah, there you are.
Goodbye.
I'm going to take it outside so I'm fully connected, just right outside the door here. Yeah. For real.
I think that one's coming with me.
Right.
You do that to me every single time.
I tried to put it somewhere visible,
Bet a person should
and
see it.
I'm not winning that.
Oh, well, yep, there it is. It is.
You want to set that somewhere?
Yeah.
She probably told it to chicken coop.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to just take that up? Or just watch it right there or something? Because I don't have a lot of room. Just you're gonna have to watch it. Make sure nobody steals it. Make sure it doesn't walk away.
She
fine. Well, when was the last time you had the chance to shop in a chicken coop and a grain silo? We are so blessed here in Ohio. Look at all those wonderful clay pots. They have really become a featured decorating item. So I'm here in the shop. You've watched a portion already while I was shopping. But this is before the shop opens. And we have been able to come in and see how the Cluttered Coop is staged prior to the Saturday morning sale, prior to them opening. Now this is Memorial Day weekend, so it's probably not quite as crowded here, or might not be as crowded as it would be on a normal day, but we'll see. But we have been lucky enough to be able to come in and see the shop before all the customers come. So it's all going to be a little bit backwards. You'll see this after I've been here shopping. But I wanted you to see everything because I can't get everywhere right away on that first moment that they do open. And let me tell you, they do keep the shop closed and you can't pick things up outside prior to, but the coop will be open from 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock on Saturday. And they're only open usually one Saturday and Sunday of the month. This weekend, they're only open on Saturday. Look at that wonderful dry sink. Now, she also does not ship. Her prices are wonderful, and it seems like sometimes people get frustrated because the shipping price might be higher than the item, but that's not Ariane's fault. That's just the cost of shipping these days. Look at that neat tin with the toll paint like daisies on the front. Really neat piece. And a whole huge, maybe a cheese box or a measure filled with cookie cutters. Some with the vintage green on them. One of the neatest things about shopping here at Ariane's shop is how she stages things. And that's what I really wanted you to get a chance to see. I really like that cabinet. Oh, look, it's almost like it's the top of a pie safe. Let's see, is there a hole on the other side as well? There is. I think that may have been the top of a pie safe at one time. That is really neat. Yep, it has a screen in it on the inside. And these jars are just wonderful, these glass jars. Beautiful. Great way of displaying things or decorating your pantry. Here's a nice, is that a lantern? And these super wonderful Dundee marmalade jars. Actually, my husband and I are headed to Dundee now. But those are Dundee marmalade jars. I think out of London. Yep, looks like London, 1862. There are several different designs of those depending on the age of them. I like that. What is that? Some sort of an interesting can. And then here, this really neat coverlet, fancy coverlet, Basil, Ohio, 1838. Donated by Mrs. Ernst Roethlisberger. Now, if you're familiar with Ohio at all, that name, Basil, Ohio, might not be familiar to you, but I think it was Basil and Baltimore, Ohio. I may have to check and make sure that I have those locations right. but there was a merger of the two towns, and Basil sort of went by the wayside. Here's the checkout area. And then all these wonderful feed sacks here. Beautiful, beautiful color with that nice stripe. It's almost like a dark mustard color. And this step back cabinet is really a beautiful, beautiful piece. And it's not a small one, because you can see it has that third drawer in the middle. So this is quite a nice size piece. It is pegged. The glass in the doors are wavy glass. And I see inside here some really nice, oh, I want to get in there. Well, I'm not going to be able to. Really nice older pieces of pewter on the inside as well. And again, I like when the doors match the shelves. That's something that I always look for. And here there's the flax combs. It's a nice big trough in the corner there. Those are great to hold gourds, awesome on a great big dining room table, or just like that, standing up in a corner. Is this a knife box maybe? That's an interesting piece. Things are always just so nicely staged. It's all primitive stuff, but it's just, everything is just so perfectly placed. There's the ticking covered, what I think are feather beds. They feel nice and soft, but that nice vintage ticking material. Then again, all these wonderful feed sacks. The little children's dresses, lots of the tied quilts. These little brooms, whisk brooms, have been very popular over the years. People usually don't have just one of those. The children's shoes. And that nice little tin, I would say probably a comb, a mirrored, like a comb case. That little broom with that teal handle is just $6. All the beautiful yellowware bowls. All right, we'll head back this direction. Love that coverlet and these neat rooster. Sounds like it's raining outside. All those rolling pins. She's got $8. $8. Those are ones that the handles move. Here looks like maybe a butter paddle. That one's $15. Really pretty little bench. All the nice turned back on that. The Crocs, and then this wonderful cabinet with all the drawers. Great cubby. And the Crocs. She always has a fabulous collection of the Crocs. Love this shape. And this one. Really neat. There's one with a handle on it. And then several of the Canner Crocs again. And of course that wonderful dough box has a lid. That one she's just got $220 on that. Alright, we'll head outside just for a moment. Oh, some of those wonderful chairs. Nice buckets. Again, there's the corn crib that we were in, or grain silo, I guess. Oh, wonderful chairs. The nice wagon wheels. Let's see. Oh, there's no price on that one yet. More of the ladders back here. And here, another a fun room or a little building that's just adorable. All beautifully decorated and staged. Nice dry sink there. And the tobacco basket behind it. Again, really popular. And then this beautiful, looks like maybe a row pottery bowl. Nice big size, decorated with that blue. The advertising boxes. Some of the enamelware back there with the blue and maybe the black or red. Some game boards. These look maybe like, are these some little eggs, and then the slate boards. Lots of the early ball mason jars. These are neat. I think these were maybe for cream because they have that extra rim around the top. Somebody, if you know, put that in the comments if that is the reason for that. That's a different kind of a style of the jars. There's a big Planters Peanuts tin down here. There's an Atlas mason jar with one of the canning carriers on it. All right. Well, we are going to, but don't go anywhere because you're going to get to see all the items that I picked up and things that are available for sale and that will be shipped from my shop. Welcome back to the Cape on the Corner, friends. I do have some items that I did pick up at the Cluttered Coop sale, and I will have all of these things available in the shop at 14 Milton Street, Seville, Ohio, if you are interested, or go ahead and send me an email. I'll have the information on the screen and in the description as well. And if you're interested, all of these items are a size that I would be happy to ship, so just let me know. When I was going through the cabinet at the Cluttered Coop, I saw some pewter pieces that honestly, the first time I saw them, I really believed that they were old. There's just something about the warmth of the texture of them, but they're not. They're actually, I would say, a vintage pieces. They're the Wilton, made in Columbia, Ohio. So those items here are available. There are 4 7.5-inch plates and then 4 of the bowls as well. I would prefer that those go as a set, but you can go ahead and email me and we can talk about it if it's something else that you would prefer to just get either just the plates or the bowls. There's a sweet little wall box with a nice decorative detail. The paint is really has that old look, several layers of it, made to look old. It is not an old piece, but looks wonderful. So that is also available. Great for keys or just some kind of those kind of items that you want to have at the drop of a hat or quick at your fingertips, maybe as you're walking out the door. The other little wall box was probably initially a comb box for a powder room. They're great for having your combs. You can put your curling iron kind of in the top of that if you want to. Again, another piece that's also great for your keys as you're walking out the door. Just a really charming little piece. The coverlet, I talked about a little bit in the shop, but I don't think I really finished my story about that. So it looks like it is for or made by Susanna, Susanah, Barrick, Barick, and then it says fancy coverlet, Basil, Ohio, 1838. And there is a piece of paper notating that it was made in Basil, Ohio in 1838 and donated by Mrs. Ernest Roethlisberger. So Basil, Ohio, my understanding is a town in Ohio that no longer exists. It is now part of, or two areas were annexed, and it is now become part of Baltimore, Ohio. And the fun story about, maybe not to the people of Basil at the time, but the story that I am understanding is that at one time there was a, what's the word that I want? A ballot on the books for a voting to see if the town could be called, so Basil, BAS, and Baltimore, BAL, they were going to call the town Baseball, Base, BAS, and Ball, Baltimore. And so there's all kinds of hard feelings in the town and area because that didn't happen. So apparently the townsfolk wanted that to be the name, but for whatever reason, it didn't come to pass. The coverlet is just a half of a coverlet, so it makes a wonderful runner or something over a table. It is approximately 32 inches by 87 inches. That does not include the fringe. And then the cabinet, I did go ahead and pick that up. I've been debating on what we wanted to have here in this corner. We might put it on a shelf. I'm not sure. I think we're just going to live with it for a while here. It does have those holes in the sides with the screen because at one point in time it was a pie safe. So for the kitchen, it would be appropriate. I'm thinking about having it in our bathroom in our home. I'm not sure yet if that's going to be the case, but I just love the size of it, love the look. It brings that warmth in with our painted shaker cabinet. So still trying to decide whether or not it's going to go in another room. But for right now, it's great there. I do have 3 of these terracotta pottery little planters. The 11, I believe, is for the size, EV, made in Italy. All 3 of them have that nice white kind of lime look to them. So all 3 of those are available. The crock also is available. And then that little, what looks like a stitchery, I don't know if it's just a photograph of it or if it actually is a little stitchery, but that is available for shipping as well. And now one of the really special things that we have that's going to be or is available as well. This would be having to be picked up. It could not be shipped, of course, but one of our videos, or 2 of our videos that were very popular from Lauren's home, friends of mine and my mom's, that we did the video of her home at Halloween and then also at Christmas time. She has a blind cabinet, blind meaning it does not have glass in the doors, a blind, I think, step back cabinet. Absolutely stunning. So you would have to pick that up here in Ohio, in Northeast Ohio. But that cabinet is also available for sale. So I will put the information again on the screen. You can email me and I will make sure that that information gets to Lauren. It's an absolutely beautiful cabinet. She's doing something a little bit different in that area in her home. So her loss, someone's gain for sure on being able to pick that cabinet up for a fabulous price. So that's it for today, guys. I do have another amazing home tour video coming up that I plan on doing here this week. Keep watching. There are so many of you that are new, and I'm thrilled to have you here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Ring the little bell on the screen. That just tells you, it gives you the option to have, when a new video gets dropped, you'll know right away. And since these items are for sale, you want to know maybe before everybody else does. So make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell as well. So take care, and we will see you in the next one very soon.